is on the right of your screen. So, two legendary players going at it head to head. They are doing their button smash or button checks right now. We are ready to do this. Thank you to Cookie TV for the host. Hello, Richard. How are you doing, good sir? Happy Sunday to you. And I cannot. That's for you, Carlos. About what Nikita asked you about this problem, and math-wise. But
I would tell him to copy and paste that question into Google, and it would answer it for him immediately.
Google tells all.
It's true. I have yet to be disappointed by Google in asking it a question.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever typed a question into Google and they didn't give you an answer?
No, not really.
So there you go, Freddie.
Okay, so 0-0 there. Set those up. Players are being picked right now. Again, you see it right now is Bustah, player 1 versus player 2, AfroCole. Going at it. Here we go.
Oh, it looks like Bustah's going to go with Guile. So that should be actually pretty interesting because these are characteristically two very keep-out-centric characters that kind of want to create space and hold on to that space. So it's going to be interesting to see who actually can kind of do that a little bit better. The one thing I do know is that since Dhalsim has a teleport, he can kind of have a few reads that can go into his favor if he's catches Bustah sleeping. So
speaking of Dhalsim, I like this Halloween kind of theme here, zombie kind of.
Oh yeah, the color scheme.
Yeah, the color scheme for Dhalsim.
And Cole is near Dizzy right now, so he has to be very careful. And what happens with his stun? Well, now he's good, but it definitely is scary when you're that kind of far into the hole. I would have liked to see Cole do anti-air jab, but sometimes you just can't press a button, or you get that feeling like it's too late, so you don't want to risk it because you can get counter hit.
In which case he was really conservative in that run.
Yeah. That was a very nice anti-air jab. Great drill, and it crossed up. That was very nice. Very nice, Freddie. You should do stuff like that, Freddie.
The jab, jab, jab?
Yeah, sure.
So it's like me being Apollo Creed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's jabs.
Except not black.
I'm black.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. Do you identify as black? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. So you're
and a very nice
black man in an Asian person's body?
Very nice there. Bustah just takes that one. First game goes to Bustah.
That was pretty quick.
That was a really quick match.
Yeah.
But
so now we have to see if Cole is going to switch it up or if he... Oh, it looks like he's going to stick with Sim. What's up, Roll Dog? 24. He's playing some Street Fighter right now. Nothing too crazy.
See, he lives in Southern California.
Who does?
Roll Dog. So he wants to come to Vegas when he does, when we actually do a tournament. He's one of my loyal followers and one of my
For what game?
For Street Fighter.
Oh,
fighting
okay.
game. So if we can do that, I think
we're going to have the Roll Dog 24 tournament.
Roll Dog 24 tournament. Whenever he tells me when he's showing up, we can set up a tournament for Street Fighter 5.
And Cole near Dizzy again, which... There you go. Very nice jab. Just challenging on all ends. And Bustah's playing really solid right now. And he read the overhead and the upside down kick. It's pretty cheap because you can't grab him.
I thought you told me a while back when I first came here working here about Street Fighter 5 that Guile was really kind of like really, like a lot of the characters are all multi-dimensional, how they play, but Guile is like seems like it's really two-dimensional or three-dimensional, like really just like basic.
Well, you know what it is? It's this. It's like Guile as a character is very straightforward. He only has 2 special moves, whereas most characters have a lot more. So he relies on kind of controlling space with his special moves, and backing up and just kind of like pressing buttons in good situations. If you notice, Bustah's not really doing too much other than holding his ground and pressing buttons when he feels like it's kind of a good time to challenge, we'll say, So he's being really patient. He's kind of creating space, using his V reversal in really key areas. So and converting on his combos. That's really all you have to do with Guile. Whereas like a lot of other characters, they kind of require a lot more execution, a lot more, reads and stuff like that. Where Guile's just kind of like play solid, break grabs, and
get in there
and control space.
And right there, AfroCole takes it with Dhalsim.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna fight back.
Yep.
He has super, so I'm kind of anticipating that he's gonna find a way to convert into his super. But it's definitely not that easy. You have to kind of be really attentive to that, because at any moment a character like Guile can do 35-40% off a jump in, so you have to be real careful with that.
Right. Just look at back on Freddy's stream, his Asian driving on Mafia 3, bad running over light poles. I'm an Asian driver. We're supposed to be good, and running over light poles is part of our tradition.
He didn't convert on the teleport, but his mind was definitely in the right place. That was a good block on Bustah's part. That was a very tricky thing to have to block, because when he appears, you don't really know which side it's going to be on. So
Right.
you have to make like a really quick judgment on which way you want to block and kind of commit to that. Very nice flash kick, challenging the air. I would have liked to see an anti-air super. Oh, that was a very nice
And
somersault.
nice one there.
And Bustah takes it.
2-0.
That was a very good match.
I feel like this could be a run back here for AfroCole. He'll come back and lose his bracket and win it all.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back